Hello and welcome to English class. So today we are going to learn a poem from the book First Flight. The name of the poem is The Tale of Custard the Dragon and it is written by Ogden Nash. Talking about Ogden Nash, his full name was Frederick Ogden Nash and he was an American poet famous for his light verse. He was known as the producer of humorous poetry. Now let us see the theme of the poem. So the central theme is the poem revolves around the theme that one should not judge a book by its cover. And Custard, who is a dragon, is always mocked for being cowardly, whereas the others are quite brave. However, when a pirate breaks into Belinda's house, she, Ink, Blink, and Mustard all are very frightened. So it is Custard, the dragon, who charges at the pirate and eats him alive. So the one who had seemed to be the biggest coward is one who saves everyone at the end of the poem. Now you must be confused who is Custard, who is Ink, Blink, Mustard, who all are they? So now let me tell you about the characters of the poem. So these are the character list of the poem. So we have a little girl named Belinda. Now a coward dragon whose name is Custard. So he is the hero of our poem, you can say. Okay, his name is Custard and this is the reason the poem has been named The Tale of Custard the Dragon. So Custard is the name of the dragon. Now we have another black kitten. Her name is Ink. A grey mouse whose name is Blink, and a dog named Mustard because he is yellow in color. Now this Ink, Blink, Mustard, Custard, these names to these pet animals are given by Belinda. Okay, so Belinda is a little girl and these are her pets. Now let us see the introduction to the poem. So Ogden Nash has written a poem about a little girl Belinda who owns many pets, as I've already told you. Okay, so they are a black kitten named Ink, grey mouse named Blink, yellow dog named Mustard, and a coward dragon named Custard. So the poet has described every character to be brave except the dragon who is a coward. But the whole situation changes when a pirate attacked Belinda's house. Now, no one else had the guts to face him. It was the dragon that killed the pirate. All the characters are happy because they are saved by the dragon, but quickly change their thoughts and describe themselves to be more powerful had the situation not been so confusing for all of them. Now let us quickly see the summary of the poem. So the tale of Custard the dragon is a ballad. Okay, it is a humorous poem about a cowardly dragon named Custard. So Custard is a pet of Belinda, a little girl who lives in a little white house with her pets. She had a black kitten named Ink, a grey mouse named Blink, a yellow dog Mustard, and a cowardly dragon whose name was Custard. Now the poet says that all of them are very brave except the dragon. Others were described as brave and are compared with animals like bear, tiger or lion, but the dragon is very timid. He always demands a safe place for himself. In the poem you'll come to know he asks for a safe cage for himself. So all the other characters make fun of him. But one night they are surprised by the entry of a pirate in the house. Pirate means robber. All of them got very frightened and start hiding there, here and there. But to everyone's surprise, the dragon not only tackles him but also eats him up. As all of them are saved by Custard, they thank him. But at the end, they realize that they used to make fun of the dragon because of his being timid. So all of them suddenly start saying that they are more brave and could have handled the situation in a much better way. So here the poet has tried to say that sometimes a timid person is the actual hero in the toughest situations of life. See students, the poem is very easy when you just read it once. It is very easy. Okay, it is very written very easily in very simple words. So now let us come to the literary, or you can say poetic devices used in the poem. So talking about the rhyming scheme, so it is very rhymical. House, mouse, wagon, dragon, ink, blink, mustard, custard. When you read the poem, you'll come to know that it is very rhythmic. So each of the 14 stanzas in the poem follows the AABB rhyme scheme. So each stanza is composed of a pair of rhymed couplets. As I have already described you in the live class what is AABB. Okay, so this is rhymic poem. Now second poetic device used is oxymoron. So in this poem the poet uses the device of an oxymoron when he writes the phrase pet dragon. And we already know that dragons are dangerous creatures and therefore they cannot be kept as pets. But this Custard, he has been kept as a pet. So this is oxymoron. Now simile has also been used in the poem. So in this poem, the poet uses the device of simile in the third line of the second stanza when he compares Belinda's dog with Mustard, saying that both are sharp, and also uses the word as while making their comparison. So wherever we use as or like in comparison in any poem, so that is what simile. So the poet also uses this device in the third line of the third stanza, where when he compares the dragon's mouth with a fireplace, and also uses the word like while making this comparison. So I have already described you what is simile. When two things are being compared using like or as, it is known as simile. Now let us come to the next poetic device. So that is metaphor. So where the metaphor has been used, it is used in the third line of the third stanza, when the poet compares the dragon's nose with a chimney. Okay. Next poetic device is personification. So the poet uses personification with respect to Belinda's kitten, mouse and dog. So personification I have already described you when a human trait or a human quality is given to animals or any non-living object. It is known as personification. So in the second line of the fifth stanza, the poet gives them all the human quality to speak to and tease another being. So we have seen in the poem that these ink, blink and custard, mustard, these four, they are animals. Actually they cannot talk, but in the poem they are talking to each other, they are making fun of Custard. So this is personification. And comes our last poetic device, onomatopoeia. So in this poem, the poet uses the device of onomatopoeia in the second line of the sixth stanza, where he uses the word weak to describe the sound of a mouse makes while giggling. Okay. So this was all about the poem. I hope the poem was clear to you. Read it once again. It is very simple. That was all about the poem. Until the next video, keep learning and keep recalling. Thank you.